Welcome to our channel BBC Rare Coins. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about these coins of the United States of America. They are very rare and valuable. If you have them, they can make you rich overnight. Top 1. Did you know a 1968 penny could be worth as much as $120,000? That's right. A coin you might have walked past on the street or tossed in a jar could be worth a small fortune. Pennies are often ignored. They're the lowest denomination in U.S. currency, after all. But today, I'm going to show you why you should start paying attention to every single one you find, especially if it was minted in 1968. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and why one small penny sold for $120,000. Let's dive in. 1968. The U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each penny is marked with a small mint mark under the year. A D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and if there's no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. But here's the catch. Not all 1968 pennies are equal. Some were struck with rare errors that make them highly sought after by collectors. These aren't just small mistakes. They're the kind of errors that can multiply the value of a 1-cent coin by tens of thousands of times. One of the rarest and most valuable 1968 pennies is the 1968 S double die obverse DDO. What does that mean? It means the front of the coin, where Lincoln's portrait appears, was struck twice, slightly misaligned. This creates a noticeable doubling effect, especially in the words "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date 1968, that if you happen to find a penny from 1968 with this doubling, you could be looking at a serious payday. Depending on the condition, these error coins can sell for thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets really exciting. One rare and perfectly preserved 1968 S penny with this error sold at auction for a mind-blowing $120,000. That's right. A single penny worth as much as a luxury car, or even a down payment on a house. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Here's what to do. Examine the date carefully. Look closely at the year 1968. If you see any signs of doubling or a shadow effect, you might have a rare error penny. Check the mint mark. The most valuable pennies from 1968 are those with an S mint mark, meaning they were made in San Francisco. Inspect the words. Pay close attention to "Liberty and in God we trust." If the letters appear doubled, that's a strong sign of a valuable double die error. Look for flawless condition. The highest value pennies are in mint state, meaning they have little to no wear or damage. The shinier and newer the penny looks, the higher the value. That if you're thinking, "There's no way I have one of these," don't be so sure. These pennies are still out there. Collectors and coin hunters find rare error coins in circulation all the time. The next penny you find in your pocket could be one of them. Before you spend that next penny or toss it aside, take a closer look. That ordinary coin could be worth $120,000. Top 2. What if I told you that a simple 1999 penny could be worth up to $100,000? Yes, a coin you might have in your pocket right now could actually be worth a fortune. Most of us barely notice pennies. They pile up in jars, get left in cars, or vanish in couch cushions. But after watching this video, you'll never overlook a penny again, especially if it's from 1999. Let's get into it. Why are some 1999 pennies selling for thousands of times their face value? And more importantly, how can you spot one? In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. On the surface, they all look the same. A simple copper-colored coin featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait. But here's the twist. Some of these pennies left the mint with rare errors, and these errors are what make them incredibly valuable today. The error that could make you rich. One of the rarest and most valuable 1999 pennies is the wide AM reverse error. Here's what that means. On the back of the penny, between the letters A and M in America, there is supposed to be a small gap. However, in 1999, some pennies were accidentally struck with the wide AM design, which was meant for proof coins, not regular circulation coins. This design mistake is rare, and collectors are willing to pay thousands for it. How to spot the 1999 wide AM penny? Grab a magnifying glass and take a close look at the word America on the back of your 1999 pennies. If the A and M are touching or nearly touching, it's a normal penny. If there is a clear gap between the A and M, congratulations. You could have a wide AM penny. But wait, there's more. Another valuable error found in 1999 pennies is the double die obverse, DDO. This means Lincoln's portrait or the words Liberty and In God We Trust were struck twice, creating a faint shadow or doubling effect that if you notice doubling on the front of your 1999 penny, it could be worth serious cash. How much can these pennies sell for? Wide AM pennies in circulated condition can sell for $500 to $1,000 that mint condition wide AM pennies have. Sold for $5,000 to $15,000 that a rare, flawless 1999 penny with a significant error once sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $100,000. That's right, 1 penny, 1 cent. Worth $100,000. How to increase your chances of finding one. Check your spare change. Look through old coin jars or piggy banks. Ask friends and family if they have any pennies from 1999. Visit local coin shops or flea markets. Sometimes rare coins slip through unnoticed. Don't miss out, these rare pennies are still in circulation. Every day, people find valuable coins hidden in their change. Could you be next? Before you spend another penny, take a second look. That tiny coin might just be worth $100,000. Top 3. What if I told you that a simple 2003 nickel could be worth up to $210,000? That's right, a 5-cent coin you might have sitting in your change jar could actually be a hidden fortune. Most people don't pay much attention to nickels. They're often left behind, thrown in jars, or used without a second thought. But today, I'm going to show you why one rare 2003 nickel became the star of the coin collecting world, selling for an unbelievable $210,000. Stick around to the end of this video, because I'll tell you exactly what to look for and how you could cash in big time. The story behind the 2003 nickel. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced millions of nickels. On the surface, they looked just like any other Jefferson nickel, with Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the front and Monticello on the back. But as with all things in coin collecting, small mistakes during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. The error that makes this nickel worth a fortune. The rarest and most valuable 2003 nickels are those that feature a dramatic minting error. The double die error or misstrike errors. Here's what to look for. Double die obverse, DDO. Look closely at Jefferson's face, the word Liberty, or the year 2003. If you notice any doubling or shadows, you could be holding a rare double die nickel. Off-center strikes. Some 2003 nickels were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is misaligned or missing. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Clip planchets. If the nickel looks like it has a piece bitten off along the edge, that's a clipped planchet, another rare error that can bring in serious money. The auction that shocked everyone. One particular 2003 nickel with a rare error, preserved in near-perfect condition, shocked the coin-collecting world by selling at auction for an astounding $210,000. That's right, a 5-cent coin sold for the price of a luxury sports car or a down payment on a house. How can you spot one of these rare nickels? Here's how you can potentially find one. Look closely at Jefferson's face and the text. Doubling on the portrait, date, or lettering is a key sign of value. Inspect the edges. If the design is off-center or missing part of the image, you could have a valuable misstrike error. Check for clipping. Coins with irregular edges or missing metal could be worth thousands. Mint condition is key. The better the condition of the coin, the higher the value. A shiny, well-preserved nickel will always fetch more at auction. Don't miss your chance. Rare coins are still out there. Every year, collectors find valuable nickels in circulation, in old jars, or even at yard sales. You never know. The next time you get change at the store, you could be holding a nickel worth $210,000. Before you spend that next nickel, take a second look. You could be walking around with a hidden fortune in your pocket. Top 4. What if I told you that a simple 2001 quarter could be worth a life-changing $340,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. And one of these rare coins could be sitting in your pocket right now. Most of us don't think twice about quarters. We use them for vending machines, parking meters, or just toss them in a jar. But after this video, you'll want to check every 2001 quarter you come across because one special coin sold for $340,000. Let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable and how you can spot one. The 2001 quarter. a common coin with an uncommon error in 2001. The U.S. Mint released several state quarters as part of the famous 50 state quarters program. This series celebrated all 50 states with unique designs, and millions of quarters were produced. But here's the twist. A few of these quarters left the mint with rare errors that make them worth far more than their face value. The error that turned a quarter into a fortune, one of the most valuable errors found in 2001 quarters, is the double die error. This happens when the coin design is struck twice, but slightly misaligned. The result? You'll see doubling in key areas, like the date, state name, or the words United States of America. Another rare and valuable error is the off-center strike. In these cases, the design doesn't fully land on the coin's surface, leaving part of the image cut off. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Finally, proof quarters accidentally released into circulation are also incredibly valuable. These quarters, meant for collectors, have sharper details and a shinier surface. If you spot a mirror-like 2001 quarter, it might just be one of these rare coins. The record-breaking Auction 1 rare 2001 state quarter featuring a dramatic minting error was sold at auction for an astounding $340,000. That's right, a coin worth just 25 cents turned into hundreds of thousands of dollars. How to spot a $340,000 quarter. Here's what to look for when checking your 2001 quarters. Check the lettering and date. Look closely at the words Liberty, United States of America, and the date. If you notice any doubling or shadow-like effects, it could be a double die error. Inspect the edges. If the design appears shifted or part of the coin is blank, you could have an off-center strike. Look for proof-like shine. Proof quarters have a mirror-like finish and are sharper than regular quarters. If you find one in circulation, it could be extremely rare. Mint condition matters. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition are always worth more. If you spot a shiny, uncirculated 2001 quarter, hold on to it. Why these quarters are so valuable rarity. The fewer error coins that exist, the higher the value. Collector demand. Coin collectors are constantly searching for rare state quarters to complete their collections. Condition. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. A mint condition error quarter could fetch hundreds of thousands. Don't miss out. Rare quarters are still in circulation. People unknowingly spend them every day, and they're out there waiting to be found. The next time you receive change, take a closer look. That 25-cent coin could be worth $340,000. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden treasures like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The next rare coin could already be sitting in your wallet.